Hey guys, Corey Hind again talking about Google My Business, and the power of reviews is the crux of this module. Okay, as a smart marketer of your own business, you're fully aware that the power of social proof is huge. Somebody tells somebody else about your business, that's almost a confirmed sale. Google reviews are the same thing. It's a really key part of Google My Business. It's a great platform for Google to show people your business, but it's also probably the key way on the planet of getting reviews and social proof. So you know when you search for a business type that you're going to find those map pack, that top three listing, and you're going to see the number of reviews that they have and also the average review. So if it's 5.0, that's really strong. If it's 2.1, you might think, oh, what's going on with that business? Do I want to use that business? Either way, you'll probably go in there and look at the reviews. Okay, and we know from experience that getting reviews is an imperative part of winning on Google My Business. So we're going to teach you how. Okay, now the first thing you need to do is you need to try and get reviews. Okay, so you need to know where to get them, how to get them. So if you go to your main dashboard here, you'll see this little button over here which says share review form. So you click on that and it'll give you a link, a hyperlink that we're going to use. We're going to use it in a few places. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to start talking to some of our customers about the experience they've had, and we're essentially going to ask for a review. So we have three ways that we do that. Okay, way number one is to ask people via what we call our service improvement email. We have two versions of this. There's version one up the top and the shorter version down the bottom. So I'll talk you through how it works. Essentially, what you're going to do is reach out to people and say, hey, how's it going? Can I help you further? If everything was good, we'd love a review. That's the crux of it, and you're going to make it really easy for them by including that link. So here's my longer version, which is based around generating some referral business as well. You might want to adapt this for you, or you might use the shorter version next. So essentially it says, first of all, hope you're well. Secondly, be sure to read to the end of this email. Someone's getting a $100 voucher, and it would be cool if it was you. Why are we sending you this email? Now, this is important. We've decided that we want to become the best and we value your input. So you're making people feel like you really value their input, which you do, of course. Is there anything at all we could improve on? So rather than giving you a bad review, they might email you back and say, actually, this, that, and the other. And then you can address that and then come back to them and just start that discussion, start that dialogue. That's a good discussion to have anyway. This is also a great question in terms of how are we going to improve our service? Is there anything extra we could have done to blow you away and get you telling your friends? Because that's an important part of marketing. If so, please email us and let us know. Now, going back to that link we had before, if you're happy and everything's great, we'd really appreciate a Google review. And you pop that link in there, they can click on that and they can instantly give you a Google review. Hopefully it's 5-star. Now, you want to put some petrol on this fire and you want to get people taking action. So I include this here, but you'll adapt this to suit your own needs. Please feel free to use it as it is or adapt it to suit you. So for everybody who completes a review, we're giving away a $100 voucher at the end of the month. We've got one to give away. So that just gives them a bit of an incentive to do it. And as a sign of goodwill, we'd like to offer you or a friend a discount off, blah, 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 and then you can do that as well. So that's just another way to get people referring you and talking about you. So the main thing is you're going to copy something like this and reach out to customers. Now, I would recommend to start with, you just reach out to your very best customers and just get used to it. It takes a couple of minutes a day, but it's well worth it because every Google review helps you move up the Google My Business leaderboard, which is what it is. If that's a bit too much for you, and it is for some people have low priced products and they don't want to give away a discount, or they're not confident doing that yet, even though I'd say you should because you want that customer on your database and you can upsell to them later on. We have a short version as well. Okay, this one's a little bit different. Dear whoever, we hope you're well. Do you need any more help with whatever we did? If you need any more help, just reach out. We'd love to hear from you. By the way, if you're happy, we love a Google review. Then you can pop that link just there. By the way, we've got an offer for you too. Click here and you'll find $30 off your next meal or whatever it might be. Just a nice little touch. Okay, so that's part number one of this module is to get your Google review link and reach out to people, ask for feedback, and directly ask for a review. It works every time people use it. I've never seen it fail. Okay, if you're getting lots of bad reviews or lots of bad feedback, that's a whole nother discussion you have to have with yourself. Okay. Now, the next thing that we suggest with getting Google reviews is simply use that link and pop it on the occasional Facebook post or LinkedIn post or some other place that you're active on. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but it's well worth it because we've seen businesses go from 3 reviews to 6 reviews just using that tactic, and that alone elevated them to the top 3 for their Google My Business, which equals more phone calls. Okay, very, very smart. The last tactic we suggest is to include that in your email signature block. We send so much email in our business day that it's a waste of space if we don't have it there. Often we've got our email address, our phone number, our website, some words. I question whether we need that stuff. They've already got your contact details because they've emailed you or you've emailed them. So is it required? But if you had a link saying, we would love a Google review, please click here, that works. Maybe just delete all of the signature block for a while and test it out. So they're the 3 ways we recommend. The service improvement email, long or short version, popping that link in other places, and then in your email signature block as well. Well worth doing. Sometimes you might get a review that's really, really good, and you might use that as a marketing piece of its own on your website. We've done that. You might blur out names or whatever, or even ask the person, hey, John, do you mind if we use that review in our marketing? It is publicly available information, so you're allowed to do that, but it's a nice touch to ask if you can. That permission is a nice thing to do. Okay, so go out and get reviews. I think that every business owner should have a little scoreboard somewhere in their office that says current review number and average score, and aim to improve upon that all the time. It's just a strategy that works. All right. Cheers, guys. We'll talk in the next module.